The state Supreme Court says a convicted killer must go back to prison. Jeroid Price was convicted in the 2002 killing of Carl Smalls in Richland County. But earlier this year, Price was released after serving 19 years of a 35-year sentence. His attorney says Price's actions behind bars warranted that early release, as he's credited with saving the lives of 2 prison guards. News 19's Nija Hood has been following the story. She has today's update.
The state Supreme Court's decision came down just hours after they heard oral arguments in this case. The main question was whether or not Price's release from prison was legal.
The state failed. The state failed in this process.
That was the message from the Attorney General in Wednesday's hearing in the case of State versus Jeroid Price. Price was serving time after being convicted in the 2002 killing of Carl Smalls at a Columbia bar. A judge granted Price's early release in December, and in March, Price walked out of prison a free man. But when news of the release came out, that led to outrage from State Attorney Alan Wilson, as well as the victim's family.
When we walk away is we don't think that there should be an ability in the law for individuals like a judge, a defense attorney, and a solicitor, or an attorney general, myself included, should never be able to consent or enter into a secret agreement that violates the law and denies people their constitutional rights.
Representative Todd Rutherford, who serves as Price's attorney, petitioned for his release. He said under statute 17-25-65, inmates can seek a reduced sentence if they provide substantial assistance. He said that's what his client did, and the law is designed to make inmates feel safe coming forward with information. Rutherford said sending Price back to prison would defeat the purpose of this statute by putting him in danger. The Attorney General's office proposed putting Price in either solitary confinement or sending him to a different facility out of state.
Somebody cooperated with the state of South Carolina can be placed simply in solitary confinement for the next 15 years is absolutely ridiculous and an affront to what the General Assembly tried to create when they created this statute.
Wilson said the judge was wrong to release Price early because South Carolina law mandates inmates serve at least 30 years for this type of conviction. News 19 spoke to the family of victim Carl Smalls after the court's decision.
We are so happy. There's just no words to express. We're still on we're still traveling back to Charleston, and we just got the call. I mean, we were really down and out because we just didn't know how the judges were going to go.
Now, we have reached out to Rutherford for reaction to the decision. He told reporters that Price is not hiding from anyone. As for Price, the Supreme Court said it's now up to law enforcement to bring him back to prison to finish his sentence. In Columbia, Nija Hood, News 19 WLTX.
And the governor weighed in on today's decision today, saying in part that the state Supreme Court made the correct decision, but the public's trust remains damaged.